Getting the engine put back together here, and I'm gonna do a blue spring upgrade, which is just a pretty simple upgrade. If you have some of the parts out of the way, you may want to get your radiator hose pulled for this. You don't necessarily need to pull your fan shroud and all that, but the more you can get out of the way, the easier this is going to be. So get your coolant hoses pulled. Go ahead and get that pulled out of here. Drain your fluid before you do this. At least drain it a couple of gallons so it's below where you're pulling parts off. And then this is just a Torx 27. Don't drop. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Okay. I'm not sure what size this is. I just used an adjustable wrench to pull that one. I've already loosened these two. Ooh. Ooh, I remember somebody warning me about that one. Just launched one of those. Well, that's going to be fun to try to find. Okay, I'm gonna set the phone down for a minute so I don't launch any more of these. Okay, I'm not sure if I dropped anything there or not. Heard something drop. Okay, well, that thing's got a totally destroyed O-ring seal by the looks of it. Yeah, that is just totally trash. So even if I wasn't going to do the upgrade to it, it's a good time to fix this. Let's see what the new piece looks like. Okay, here comes a little baggie of parts. There are a lot more seals in here than I think I'm going to need. Try not to drop these on the ground. So it looks like it comes with everything except for that little fitting there. So I'll take that out and move it over to the new piece. They look very similar, although the casting on this new one does not look anywhere near as nice as the casting on the original Ford. But it had good reviews online. So you got your little gasket here. Go ahead and get that pressed in. I do not like to pre-lube any gaskets that are just between two mating surfaces that aren't going to move, or they're just pressed together. If you lube them, they tend to want to fall out of their grooves. It does come with all new screws. So if you lost a screw, it wouldn't be the end of the world. This particular kit does not actually have a blue spring on it. Go ahead and get that little piece in there. So I don't know if I can call it a true blue spring kit, since it's not actually blue. Okay. I think I found the piece that I lost. This looks like it has a little O-ring on it. I'm not sure how I'm going to get that out. Okay. Yeah, that one's got a tiny little O-ring seal on it. New one. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of assembly lube on it. Not to be confused with torque lube. Just lubricate those O-rings. No idea what this part does or how important it is. Kind of flimsy little thing, trying not to drop it down into the radiator. Okay, let's see here. Got no idea where that piece goes, so I'm going to leave it out. 4 new screws. Okay, got that moved over. That was the part that fell earlier, that little O-ring in there, that I couldn't figure out what fell past my fingers. So that's what it was. So make sure you get all your O-ring seals, all your banjo bolt seals, and then these new screws that came with it, I'm not going to use. They're a different size Torx than what came on the vehicle, so I'm going to stick with the vehicle screws. Everything's there. We're just going to put her back together carefully. I'm going to go ahead and snug that down if I can find my wrench. Oh, of course it's still on reverse. Okay. No need to over torque these. I do not know what the torque spec is on them, but they're small. Looks like they're going into aluminum housing. So I'm just going to snug them and call it good. You really should hand start these. Finger start them. Okay. That's really all there is to it. I've already replaced all the O-ring gaskets on everything earlier, so get this put back together. And if you haven't figured it out yet, Ford loves O-rings. They have O-rings to hold their O-rings in. And none of them are standard sizes. So you can buy an O-ring kit and you might be able to use 10 out of 100 sizes in there, and the rest of these you're going to have to buy from Ford or from the auto store, specific for every single piece in here. I apologize, that was all off camera. But anyway, she's in. That took all of about 5 minutes once you get the hoses out of the way. Should increase the fuel pressure, I believe they're saying, by at least 15 pounds, which is important because these things, if you starve them on fuel, you'll ruin your injectors. All right, thanks for watching. If it was helpful, I'd certainly appreciate a like and subscribe. It helps our channel, and maybe someday some of these guys are going to pay me. I don't know. We'll see. If there's something you'd like to see, please reach out, leave it in the comments below. I do read those, I do respond to them, and I do appreciate anybody who gets any use out of our videos. So let me know if there is anything there that I can answer for you. I'd love the opportunity.